How are you this morning? Today is Thursday the 24th of August, and we are working on extreme sports today. I'm just gonna pull you guys up on my other screen to see who is live with us this morning. And I should have tried to find some pictures of my husband because he kind of likes those extreme sports. He, well, I don't know, scuba diving really isn't extreme sport, but he skydives. But I didn't have any of him actually like in the air. I had him after the fact. But we do have, like when he came down, which is always a good thing to have a picture of your partner when they come down onto the ground safe and sound from parachuting or skydiving. Hi Maria, good morning. How are you? We do have a really lovely photo of, I'm assuming this is Heike's brother, maybe? Do I have happy finisher of the Ironman Luxembourg? And in the previous photo there was one of, and it says Harold. I think it's, is it Heike's brother maybe? Anyway, I think we should draw Heike's brother or family member. It's a fun photo and very deserving of a portrait. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I have another image here, and this one is not showing up. Oh, because it's the link. This one of a skydiver is actually of a tandem. I have spent many hours at drop zones waiting for my husband. Did a lot of sketches, did a lot of work. Hi Meryl. There are a whole bunch of chilled people who skydive. They are very comparable to skateboarders, surfers. My husband isn't like that at all. Not saying that he's not chilled, but these people, I'm putting them in a category, but they are hippies of the skies. I'm not joking. Anyway, very lovely people and amazing that how fearless they are as well. So good morning, Sarah. Louise says, morning. I don't think I have ever done any extreme sports. I don't think I've ever done, oh, have I done any extreme sports? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I have whitewater rafted. I guess that could be an extreme sport in Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe. That was my extreme sport, and I almost didn't come out of that alive. So I know that some of you have heard that story before. Hi Esty, good afternoon. Hello C, good morning. All right, so we're going to do a portrait first, and of, I think it is Heike's brother. I thought that would be a really lovely thing to do, and we haven't done a portrait for a while, so it'll be nice to do a portrait. So I'm going to do a portrait in this sketchbook, in the Pith sketchbook, and I'm not going to put a timer on it either. I'm just going to do a portrait, and we'll see where it goes. We could do a portrait in many different mediums. That would be an interesting way to approach this one. I'm going to go back a couple of pages because for some reason the meet that we did at the weekend when we went to the Isle of Scilly, actually on Tuesday, I just skipped a whole bunch of pages for some reason, so I'm going back. Good morning, Janice. So lovely to have you all here this morning. Just a reminder, in September I would love to have some people join me in September. In the mornings we're going to be doing some Instagram lives, and we have Maria scheduled in or penciled in for Monday the 4th. which is also the beginning of my new foundations classes or course, 8-week course. And so that'll be exciting. It's going to be a full day, but it'll be great. And our country is Germany for that one. I have just sent out 2 Patreon emails for 2 meets this weekend. We have the London part 2 on Saturday morning at 8 a.m. If you can make it, great. If you can't make it, I'm sorry. There will be a replay. And Sunday with a catch up and chat. So bring your own things to work on. We'll be talking a little bit about our card project that we are going to be working on in September if anybody wants to join us. And we will also be working on September's prompts for the mornings. And I will hopefully have a Padlet ready for you all for September to add either artists, musicians, writers. We're going to stick with female artists, writers, musicians, whoever is who rocks your boat. But we are going to be working from countries from around the world. So that is going to be definitely the theme, and whoever is from those countries. What time on Sunday? 10 a.m. Meryl. C says no extreme sports here. That's okay. No, not everybody is there to do extreme sports. All right, let's get started with a portrait of, I think it is Heike's brother. I was going to do a couple of portraits using different art mediums. I thought it'd be kind of fun. Do we want to split the page up into, should we do, how many could we do? 8? If I turn the page, then it'll be nice. And we could do 8 different art mediums and do different portraits. That's gonna, and then do like 6-minute portraits. We could do that. There's me thinking I would just do one. I'm like, no, let's have a little bit of fun with this. You know what? Sometimes it's good to push yourself, right? So I'm going to start with graphite because, you know, and I'm going to start with a 12B, which Tammy sent over to me. And I'm going to start over here. And I'm going to set the timer for 6 minutes if anybody is wanting to join us. If you don't have the picture of, I'm going to call him Heike's brother because, you know, I don't know if it really is, but I think it may be. I'm going to set my timer for 6 minutes, and we're going to do 8 6-minute. Is that going to work out? 8 6s are, how much is that? Is it, no, 4 8s are 32. 4 8s are 32. 6 8s. My God, my math. I'm trying to set the timer and do math. Okay. Well, your 6 minutes starts now. Yeah, if you don't have a picture of Heike's brother, he is in the Padlet, but if you're not a member of our Patreon, then you won't have his picture, but you could draw somebody else as somebody in your family who is an extreme sporter. So it's like, this will be a good challenge also because it's Thursday, and Thursdays are all about portraits. If you do Dylan's Drawn Together, he is usually on in the afternoon around 3 p.m. And then if you do, oh look, I've done it. I put his nose way too low, I think. Let's have a look. And then if you've done, or if you do the visual arts passage, that is also on Thursdays. Can you believe it's Thursday again? And that is at 7 p.m. Eastern. So there's lots of opportunities to draw portraits on Thursdays. So this is a good practice. This way you have lots of opportunities to choose and try different art mediums for today's morning. 6 minute per portrait. So I was looking at, I was catching up on people's Instagrams, and Beth is having is it a workshop or a work, I don't know if Beth is here, with Helen Stevens, which is pretty exciting, on Monday coming up. You have to be a subscriber to Helen Stevens to be invited or to go to this is it a workshop? But you could subscribe for 1 month if you wanted to, and then not subscribe. So if you want to go to this event and support Beth, you could do that. I'm sure they'll be talking about children's books, or talking about staying creative. Just trying to get his eyes in here. He has what I call crazy eyes. It's where there's a lot of excitement in the eyes, and there's that, okay, what's next kind of thing, expression, and I find it very hard to capture it in a portrait. I don't know why. So this is one of Heike's family members, I think, and he just finished an Ironman. I don't know where he was finishing the Ironman. These Ironman events, they're held all around the world, and I have friends who do Ironman, and there's a lot of training involved, like a lot of training. I don't think it's really for people who want to spend a lot of time with their families, because I think you're away from your families a lot. This ear is not really shown as much. We still have 1:30 left, everybody. If you are drawing with us, I can't get the medal in, but I can get the little ribbon. Pearly says, it's too early for math. It really is. Hi Marianne, good morning. We're doing 8 portraits of Heike's, I'm assuming it's her brother, but it could be someone else. It could be, I don't know, it could be cousin. It could be, I don't know. Heike, we need you, Heike. All right. I hope in France and Spain you have a little bit of relief of that heat that you've got down there, although it's very similar to probably what Meryl has right now. Let's put this ribbon over here too. Doing a portrait over and over is not a bad idea. And a quick portrait is even better because you get them done so many more times. All right, that is our 6 minutes in graphite. That felt like forever, didn't it? All right, your next 6 minutes starts. Choose a different medium and your next 6 minutes starts now. Okay, I'm gonna go with, let's do pen. Shall we do pen? I haven't done a pen portrait for a long time. Okay. I'm going to hide this one because I don't want to be distracted by what I've just done. It's also a great way, let me tell you, it's also a great way to get to understand what your paper is able to hold, what mediums it works best with. So doing an image in many, many different mediums on the same paper is a really good practice. I can bring his head up slightly more. I feel like I'm going to be running out of time. We're halfway through this one, by the way. He has a very, what do you call it? Like between the eye and the brow is quite, there's not much space. I need to focus on this. Line and drawing is not, I haven't done this in a long time with pen. It's interesting. You have to be kind of precise at where you're going with it. Distances are important. This is a little bit too wide, I think. I'm going to bring that in slightly. I mean, you could fill in the back if you wanted to. That would correct it slightly. This also, I think I need to bring this out a little bit. Okay, let's see. Get some. I mean, he was probably high on just the fact that he had finished an amazing accomplishment. So I'm sure that's why he's looking exhausted and elated at the same time. Sorry, I'm not even reading comments right now because I like have 6 minutes. That's it. We've got 6 minutes. We don't have that much time left. It looks a little scary. How are you all doing with your 6 minutes, everybody? Let's get this smile in. double, which has probably grown while he's been racing because it's such a long race. I don't know how long an Ironman is, but I know that you're basically running a marathon, swimming across the English Channel. Like, it's crazy. Like, not literally swimming across the channel, but I think the distance wise is something crazy like that. Anybody here done a Ironman? Not sure if art and Ironman go together. I think it would be too much training and not enough time in your studio. Be like one or the other. All right, that's our 6 minutes in pen. Good morning, Alexandra. Yes, an adrenaline junkie. We are doing 8 portraits in 6 minutes of Heike's family member. We're not sure who he is. I'm thinking it's her brother, but I'm not sure. And we are doing it in 8 different art mediums. So my next one is going to be marker, because markers are always they're not forgiving either, so I'm going to do that in marker. And your 6 minutes starts now. If you're joining us, welcome. And if you want to also join us in drawing for the rest of the hour, grab some different mediums. If you don't have the picture of this extreme sport guy, then you can just choose someone from your camera roll and draw them. You don't have to draw this guy. I just felt like a little bit of a portrait day, even though I did say that I was going to maybe draw the plane as well, and I did put that in the Padlet with the skydiver. My husband would have been happy about that. He's my skydiver. Okay, gray. It's not really usually how I go about doing a marker piece, but I'm going to try it. As I said, markers are not forgiving, so, you know, you have to be really specific where you're putting your marks, your marker marks. Right now, he looks like he has a mustache. I'm going to put a little bit of this color. It doesn't really show up, but I can get this paper, the pith paper, not so great for many layers of marker. I have to say, not the best. Not the best. He's going to be very colorful. Sorry, Heike. It's kind of bleeding through. I would love to try an Ohuhu sketchbook and see if that is better, because this one is not doing a good job. Maybe if I didn't do that first layer where, you know, where I filled in. It's looking funny. This side, why do I always forget this side? Oops. Crazy, crazy. Let's get some blue eyes in here. And really look at whereabouts they are. They are right up underneath here. I think they're too close together as well. Okay, what can I add to help him out a little bit? I need a brown, or I put all my pens upside down, and it really isn't very smart because it's very difficult to find things. Oh, it's bleeding. Okay, that's okay. We'll just have to go with it. That's too dark. Too dark, too dark. I'm going with the red. That's too dark too. 1 minute left. I mean, it is quite amazing how long 6 minutes is. Not so great to see this. Oh, it probably says on his ribbon where it is. Let's have a look. I would love to go in and correct it, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to. I want to just keep with the whole marker. Look, I don't like this dark area. Should have been a lot lighter. Oh dear. How much has it gone through? Let's have a look. Well, it hasn't really gone through, but it's just lifting up the fibers, which is not good. Sorry, Heike's family member. Hello, Koja Batista. Nice of you to join. Oh, hi, Silky. How are you? Okay, Heike, you're here. Sorry, I didn't see. Heike, it is your brother. Congrats to your brother. We're doing 8 portraits of your brother in different mediums, and this one was a disaster. A disaster, sorry. I probably would like to redo the I'm so out of practice with markers. Okay. I'm gonna go on to a pencil crayon. Let's try and get this one right. All right, are we ready? Your 6 minutes. Your 6 minutes starts now. And we thought we had done the timing right, but we'll see. We'll see if it works or not. That's not sharp. This one is a little bit. How are you, Heike? Thank you for the photos. Where was the Ironman? Can you tell us? Just getting the whole structure of his face on here. I find doing like a continuous line and just keeping your pencil on the page, it kind of gives you the essence of the person, and then you can put details in afterwards. Oh, you're welcome. Next week he will do this triathlon again. Okay, was this from last year? And tell us where it is, Heike. You were just saying before you came on that triathlons are not for the not for those who don't have time. Like this, you dedicate a lot of hours training for. Oh, hang on, is it a triathlon or an Ironman? Let's zoom in. Oh, this is the Ironman. And where was it? I don't know where it was. Heike is going to tell us. Okay, let's get a blue or a turquoise. We do have this color, which is really, I think, a good color for his eyes. Gray. I guess I could use, it's not a very dark gray. Let's have a look. That's good. Alexandra says, I can't believe how well you did with the markers and that. No, honestly, it's not. I don't love it. Anyway, thank you. But I need to work on another marker one, but I won't do it right now. I think I should have just done a sketch with marker instead of filled it in. Yeah. Let's go with some ink tints colors here. The ink tints doesn't really go over, which I'm surprised at. It's having a hard time grabbing at the color over the top of the Prisma. Heike, do you know where the Ironman was? Was it in Germany? Or did he travel far? I know that I have friends who traveled like to Brazil and to Costa Rica, and it's one of those things. I think people like to do these Ironman and travel. Like I think it's part of the whole, I'm going to do an Ironman, but I get to travel to these beautiful places. Sorry, making your brother look a little scary. And you have 21 seconds left, which isn't much time. Let's put a pupil at least in. I mean, these are just 6-minute quick portraits. So just trying to capture a little of his essence here. I think that has been, I don't know, I looked at my clock and there was 26 seconds left, or 21 seconds left, and now it didn't go off, the timer didn't go off, so I think we're done. Just want to darken a little bit here. Oh, and his ear on this side should be way over here. Don't try and fit things in that shouldn't be there. I mean, unless you don't mind it being a little bit distorted, which is fine too. All right, so there's the pencil. Louise says, Pith have changed their paper. It didn't used to be so smooth. There are different Pith pads, Louise. When I was in London, I made sure that I wanted the thin one. There are different ones. So this one is the, oh gosh, I don't have the cover of this one anymore. But this is the, let's see if it's written anywhere. Nope. I can't remember which one this one is. Anyway, there are different ones, and there were ones that were a little bit more like cartridge paper as well. All right, I'm gonna do ink and 14B because I love doing ink. Actually, let's do a Neocolor first. And are we not gonna fit it in? How many minutes do we have left? It is, we have 20 minutes left. We need to do 5-minute ones. Let's do 5-minute ones, and I'm going to do a Neocolor for this one. 5 minutes starts now. All right. I will try and just be real quick so that I actually get it done, because 5 minutes is not very much. Can get a little bit hairy here. Why does this one seem so big? Don't want it that big. All right, pink. Let's change the color. Get in with the pink. Looking at the overall shapes, trying to capture not just the shape of the face, but also the features, and he just looks like a very happy guy. His hair's gonna go up here. This is like, it's gonna run into the top one, sorry. What's his name, Heike? Do I have gray? Let's get some of his hair in. It's definitely going up here. Hi Julie, how are you? We're working on Heike's brother, who is an extreme sport guy, and he just, I'm not sure if he just finished this, but he did a Ironman, and so we are drawing his his picture of him accomplishing his Ironman. I'm not sure where it is or what his name is, but Heike will inform us, I'm sure. All right, I need kind of like a greeny blue. He has crazy greeny blue eyes. Not crazy eyes, but crazy greeny blue eyes. His nose needs to be a little bit longer as well. Heike, have you drawn your brother ever? So this must have been a past one, and you said he's got one coming up as well soon, this weekend? Well, we'll all be wishing him well. Does that finish? No, we have 50 seconds left. I was going to say, does that feel like a little bit more than the time we should have? 5 minutes this is, a 5-minute portrait. Everybody, if you are watching or you want to participate in this crazy, not so relaxed morning, but it's fun to challenge yourself, right? Good luck to him, Heike, next week. Oh, next week. Do you like the smoothness, Louise? Like, I love it with gouache and with Neocolors. Like, it's really nice. I love it with Neocolors, this paper. It's very smooth. And okay, that is our time is up. That is our buzzing on my wrist. Your time is up, everybody. Okay. I feel like I need a breather. Okay, I'm going to, let's do what I love to do and do an ink. Are we ready? 5 minutes starts now. I almost didn't put it on, I just looked at it. I don't know if I can do this in 5 minutes, but we'll try. Just looking at the overall shape. My ink has run out, but what I want is to use all the ink on the page. I don't want it to be wet at all because I want it to dry so that I can go over with my 14B. So if I start to wet my paintbrush, I'm not going to be able to go over the block. I may actually have to use my dryer just to dry that. Sorry everybody, it's going to be noisy for 2 seconds. Okay, that may be good enough. All right. 3.5 minutes left. All right. It's gonna have to be quick, everybody. I'm focused. I'm focused. Doesn't really look like him right now. I need like more time. It's crazy. 5 minutes is just not long enough for a portrait, I don't think. How's everyone else doing? You guys are so... I hope that you're all drawing because... And that's why you're all so quiet today. I mean, you did speak a little bit at the beginning. I know. If you're drawing, I know it's very difficult to chat and draw. I need to get his other eye in. That would help. Time is almost up. It is up. Time is up. Let me just get this in. Oh my. Really didn't look much like him. Sorry. Sorry, Heike's brother. Alright. A little bit crazy. Crazy, crazy. Gotta stretch, gotta stretch. Okay. C says, oh my god, bad paper, bad brush. Should mean stop, but no. Oh, Pearly's drawing Barbie. Okay. Alexandra says, does he know he's being drawn, painted, inked this morning? I don't think so. Okay, your next 5 minutes starts now. What am I going to use? I have watercolors here. Let's try and do a watercolor. Not with a gouache paintbrush, I can't. All right. I have some color on my palette, so let's get that on. 5 minutes of a watercolor sketch. Sometimes can be a little bit difficult. I'm using it quite dry though, because if I use it too wet, I don't really think it's going to... Oh, his head needs to be some... He has a very large... He has a very low brow, and he has a large forehead. Sorry to point out all the things that you have, Heike's brother. But when you're drawing a person, it's not that I'm, you know, criticizing or judging how you look. It's more about how to draw you, that's all. Never, you know, I'm not like pinpointing good or bad. I think as long as we can see and speak, hear, touch, smell, and I think it really matters how we look. We are all so different. Oh my goodness. Okay, a little bit of water. I do need a little bit of water. Five-minute watercolor. Not so easy. Blue. I need blue for his eyes. Or green. Look at the shape when you're drawing things like the eyes. I can't see the bottom of the circle, but I can see the top, so that's kind of like an indication of where you have to go with that. So this is all, for example, this is where I know I've got it wrong. This, there should be space in between. I'm trying to pick up some color here. There should be, this is all in shadow, so I've done his eyes way too big. And then there's a space of skin, and then the hair here, and then the ear over here. So ear, hair, that means his hair is going to go up here. One minute left, everybody. If you're just joining, today's subject matter or prompt is extreme sports, and we are drawing Heike's brother, who is an Ironman, and he this is a photo of him he's just finished a race, and he has another one, or a triathlon. Is it a triathlon or an Ironman that's happening? Oh, this is all too narrow, and I don't think I can do what I want to do with this paper and watercolor. Now he looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sorry, Heike's brother. Struggling a little bit with, you know, and I noticed that this one, I haven't been able to get my blacks as black because it wasn't completely dry. If I go back to this one and add the 14B now, then I could get those blacks a lot blacker. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Sorry. Okay. We have 4 minutes for the last one. 4 minutes. What shall I use? I have gouache that I haven't used. I'm thinking gouache is going to be very similar to this one. I'll use gouache because I haven't used gouache. All right. Are we ready? We'll go over a little bit. I'm going to set the timer for 6 minutes because 5 minutes was just way too fast. 6 minutes starts now. And I'm feeling kind of exhausted. Okay, I want to make sure that I am not making it too wet. And we'll see if we can get any resemblance here with Heike's brother. I think I could probably draw him without even looking at the photo. Or maybe that's what we should have done. Maybe we should do one more, drawing him without looking at the photo and see what we come up with. Or maybe we shouldn't do that. Oh my, I think mine keep getting worse and worse. It's going to look like I've been drawing from no photo. And just make this one a mixed media piece. What do you think? Okay, let's give me some green for the eyes. And then it is really dark in here like this, right here, very dark, and very dark on the other side too. My gouache always gets a little bit muddy. I'm not sure. I think it's the palette. I think mixing, I think I need to go back to tubes maybe a little bit. Or clean my palette maybe. Okay. Let's make a little bit of a warmer skin tone. Oh, well, there's a lot of warm skin tones here. I have a lot of reds. This is why I like to keep the white of the paper, because if not, I find I lose that brightness so quickly. Actually, I can see I've lost it. I've lost the brightness. His eyes have been lost as well. Even though I kind of like it, there is something that I like about it. And liking a little bit of something is better than not liking it at all. C says, I kind of feel this painting was like an Ironman. It's the plane and the two jumpers. Oh, hang on. Did you do the plane and the two jumpers? You didn't do this one? You didn't do Heike's brother? See? I think I should have done the plane and the two. No, I've really enjoyed doing this. And please say congratulations and thank you, Heike, to your brother for allowing us to use his photo, which he actually didn't know that we were painting from today. But yeah. Say thank you to him. Let's see if I can get a little bit of this. There. Time is up. Okay, well, I had the wrong brush and my gouache wasn't cooperating, but we did do a really fun page of a little Einsteinish looking, well, not Einstein, Frankensteinish looking. I think it's the top brow thing that your brother has going on. But I think my favorites are probably this one in Neo Color. I do like the pencil crayon as well, but I think the Neo Color and maybe the gouache. I think the gouache I could probably work with. Anyway, thank you everybody. But please, yeah, she goes, what she said, I love the last one of yours. Yeah, I like that too. And she said, for me, it's been worse than doing an Ironman. Oh, you know you love it. You know you love it. Have a really good day, everybody. And don't forget, Dylan Sarah, I think, is doing a drawn together today at 3 p.m. And then the visual arts passage is at 7 p.m. Eastern. Both free events, and you can sign up for them. I'll be tagging them in my stories, so go over and do some more portraits today. Thursdays are portrait days. Have a really good day, everybody. Bye.